What's up, everybody? Giant Software has just released a bunch of new video from their FarmCon 24 pre-stream. Let's go look at it. And don't forget, you can pre-order Farming Simulator 25 right now from Giants. Links, everything will be down in the description. Don't forget to use my code to help out the channel. Let's get to the video. We're going to start off with gameplay footage because, let's be honest, that's what you all want to see. This is going to show us the various ways of farming rice. As you can see, these are exclusive previews from the stream. They are not final. They can change. But what we have is a greenhouse. As you can see on the bottom, we are growing rice saplings. So you do have to have the greenhouse. You do need to start off with saplings. You're basically growing your own seeds for the rice. Now, I think this is kind of cool. Not sure exactly what's entailed in the production, but obviously we got some water and we've got a pallet of saplings there. So that is going to be your seed for the cedar that we will see here coming up. I think this is a neat way to do it. And as we see the cedar here, very cool machine as seen in the trailer. Now I want to stop this right here because what you're going to see down in the bottom, if you didn't notice it, is something very, very cool. Now it might be hard to see, but it is GPS. It is in the base game. GPS has come to base game. No information on how it works. I know they're going to be talking a lot more about it at actual FarmCon. So I cannot wait to see what they show. But we have GPS. Now we go further along here. We've got the rice planter. It's going into the flooded field paddy. It's got to go over a little hump there. But you can see it moving. Gonna reverse back up into the right lane. Now I don't know if GPS is working on this now or whoever's driving this is just freehanding it, but they're unfolding it. I guess we got ridge markers. I don't know how that's gonna work in the water, but put the machine down. The sounds are great, and look, it's actually planting. You can see the rows. You can see the shoots up there. That's awesome. All right, next up, we've got a silent video, but this is going to show the harvesting of that rice we just planted. Now, you can see the field is dry, so I don't know if that's a mechanic where we have to, remove the water, but they're showing you the dirt. Either it dries out or we remove the water, but there is a harvester that goes with it as well. You can see here. I don't know how many rows that is, 4 or 5. It's a full Iseki harvester. Got an auger pipe, something there hanging off. A beautiful machine. It is on tracks, just makes sense. A lot of this rice farming, they use tracks because the ground can still be moist or damp, or depending on how dry it gets. And you can see this machine take off. It's going to start harvesting the rice. And the capacity will fill up. Maybe that's 3 rows? I don't know. There's 3. And everything sounds fantastic. I'm going to take off. Going to drop down into there. The crop texture. It is spitting out a product out the back. I'm guessing that's waste. But we're harvesting rice. And a very cool harvester. And our last rice gameplay video, as we can see, we've got a great New Holland harvester here. It is dropping down again, so it is lower to the ground. So again, I don't know if these are flooded and they've dried out, but we're harvesting rice with a combine the normal way. We've got the waste out the back. Rice like some normal crops. Again, another cool way to do it. All right, next we've got a short little drive here. I'm guessing this is the U.S. map. That looks like a U.S. road. Got fields on the side. The shadows, the sun, everything in here is phenomenal. They're zooming in quickly, moving around. You can see some buildings on the left-hand side. The trees are fantastic. The graphics are just amazing on this. Nice little farmhouse there to our left. Any stop signs, another field over there. You can see it's got some decent sized fields to it at least. So yeah, I'm guessing this is the US map. Can't imagine this is the Asia, and we know Sri Lanka's the third. So another trip here by the dealership, few more buildings of the town. Again, assuming this is the US map, we've got the gas station, the gasket. That's kind of funny. So we're driving through a gas station here. We've got the dealership here. Axles. We're driving past the animal dealership. Very cool buildings. The ground textures are awesome. I want to stop here. You can see in the back, another reason I think this is the US map is we've got the round barn right there. Now more footage again, I think from the US map. We've got the river going up and down the river. You can see tons of buildings along this river, houses, little boat docks. Don't see any boats. I don't know. We've got a dock there, a barge. Maybe we get to use that. That would be so cool. Crossing the river. The shadows of the sun off the river are phenomenal. The textures of the water, the ripples that you can see in the water, everything is just gorgeous. We've got the flowing creek. How good does this look? I'm beside myself with how great this looks. Again, the God rays poking through the trees, up and down the river. A little bit of a muddy river. So very cool stuff here. We open up into a little bit bigger area. I don't know if we're going to be able to get near these areas, but wow, they are beautiful. Here's a view of the forest. Again, the trees are fantastic. The textures on the ground, the depth of the bark. I mean, you can see like it's like inches deep through the trees, the shadows. Everything is just so vibrant and gorgeous. I'll go up a little bit of a path here. Again, everything just look amazing. So bright. Little path here. These are not probably cuttable trees. Some of those do look tall enough to cut back there. And then we get into a little bit of some field. Gorgeous crop. Can't quite make out what that is. We've got a water tower or a stand. Hunting stand, a ranger stand. Amazing. Our next video is showing off some performance upgrades that they've made to Giant's engine. You can see the depth, I think, is what this shows me. The detail and the just like you can see each leaf. It's crazy how good that is. Field looks amazing. Look at the waving of the, I believe that's wheat. Look at how it waves individually. The shadows coming off of the individual bits of wheat. You see shadows on your crop. Now, one of the features they talked about is the fog that rolls in, and as you can see, the sun is actually kind of glistening through that fog, getting reflected and refracted, or whatever the word is, that it actually does. You can see it rising over the river there. I don't know exactly how this is going to work. We're going to have to wait more for FarmCon, but you can see how thick that is, and the sun just sort of piercing through it. That is pretty thick fog. Now, whether it's higher in the morning time and dissipates during the day when the sun comes out, we're going to have to find out more at FarmCon and later in the day. But I mean, this is just breathtaking in the, I mean, look at that. That is like so realistic. The lights, the way they go through the fog. See that settling in on that building there as well. Around the railroad crossing, the different fog. Again, rising up there, I don't know if it's going to lessen, if it's always there, if it's a certain temperature. All things we're going to find out, but it looks just gorgeous. And our last video is going to show off some of the clouds. You can see the clouds rolling and casting different shadows on the ground as the time passes. And it's just these little details that are just bringing this maps and this game to life. It's just don't even know what to say anymore. So there you go. Every video from the FarmCon 24 pre-stream brought to you by Giant Software. I, for one, am so excited. I just am blown away by the level of detail and the gorgeousness of every single video they showed. Now, we've seen a little bit of the in-game harvesting and planting the rice. We've got greenhouses to make our rice saplings. We've got new planter, new harvester, new field types, I guess, because we're driving down into some sunken areas. Still need to find out more about the mechanics for the water, how that's going to flood the fields. Big takeaway. And again, we're going to learn more about this during FarmCon videos that come out after. GPS. There is GPS in FarmCon25. Now, if you're wanting more information like me after watching these, stick around. Make sure you like these videos. Hit that subscribe button. I will share with you as much information as I can when I get it. So stick around. Make sure you hit that sub and keep the notifications on so you can get a new video if and when I get some more information. And don't forget, you can pre-order FarmCon25 right now using the link down below in the description. That helps out the channel. Use code TonyMif. But until next time, a lot to take in, a lot more to come. But for now, thank you for watching.